G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is an Instigating Handmade with bullets exploding for area damage and plus 250 DR whilst reloading in matte black. This is a viewer request. Be sure to put your 2-star only requests in the comments section if you would like to see a specific weapon. And if you want to see something more explosive, then yeah, do that. I'm actually thinking like TSE Crusader pistol. Maybe I'll just make the next one that. Anyways, so what you're seeing here is a semi-auto version because it's got the dust cover on it. So all of the people who think that the Handmade will get all dirty without that precious cover on it, we'll have to not worry. We won't have to worry about anything. Plus, it looks really good in black. You know, it also looks good in black in my car. So I've got the prime receiver on it because that slightly out damages the hardened receiver, or is it the same? It might be the same. If it's not the same, then it slightly out damages it, and we get some extra bonus damage to the scorched, which is nice. And we've got a stabilized long barrel and stock for the look, basically. Makes it look like a little baby SVD. It's a quite a good look. I wish you could make a more SVD handmade weapon. That'd be cool for a cool sniper. Bethesda add that to the game. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. We've also got a short scope because we're going to be utilizing chameleon gear because unyielding will be doing nothing, as I intend to stay up in full health. We have a fire rate of 40, so we'll have to watch that a little bit, I suppose. It's not the strongest fire rate, and the DPS will suffer because of it, but that's okay because we'll just snipe them. Let's not chuck on any commando perks. That doesn't help me at all. I'll chuck on some rifleman ones. And you might notice how I've got tank killer up here. I mean, that's usually ground pounder I was talking about. You might be wondering why I've equipped that. Well, note the spread on this thing right now. That's not with true. Again, that's stabilized. If I therefore remove ground pounder, as you can tell, the spread gets higher. So despite this saying that automatic rifles have a 30%, no, it's just all rifles. You get a quicker reload out of it too. It's not really that much of a quicker reload, but now we're doing 100 damage, which is nice. Hang on a second, we're not done here. Yeah, okay, we can chuck on Gunsmith, that'll go on, and we're going to chuck on Bloody Mess. No use for the perks of staying alive, so Serendipity and Ricochet have been dropped. We've got Grim Reaper Sprint and Critical Savvy, and a little bit of 4-leaf Clover here if we want to spam this thing in VATS just to get those shots going along. And we've got one more rank, so we're going to get Chemists going. We're going to do some Walter White things on the side here, because these bullets aren't cheap, I'll tell you that much. Note how I've got extra points that I've chucked into Endurance. That's because I've just pumped a bunch of legendary perk coins into this. And we've got Follow Through, good for sneaking, and that one will be good for activating Follow Through if many others are caught in the blast. You can't alter the thing's explosive radius, this one, at least with Grenadier, but it does make the explosion bigger, and the explosion makes it hard to see through sometimes, so I'm glad the thing is small. Plus, we kind of need our perception points to make the rifle shoot good. We've got Fireproof over here, as well as a dense chest piece, so we can shoot at the ground with this thing and take no damage. That's all well and good, quite like that. And the rest of this stuff is AP refresh, also ultralight even, for the extra agility. I mean, the extra AP. This one's actually got +1 agility, which is, I don't mind that. Just a bunch of things as well, mutations. We've got 27 agility, which is heaps, making the AP at 350. So if we did want to use this thing in VATS, we'll get a very good amount of shots before we have to reload. And we've got 23 luck, which is also pretty nice. 3 more luck points in that. I think we can get crits every other shot with less VATS crit things. Also, this is an Enclave Intel Officer thing. It's like a Fallout First thing, and I've never worn it, so I wanted something black to go with the weapon, and unfortunately I could have waited until using a plasma sniper with this outfit, but whatever. Okay, so here we are outside of the car cleaning products factory, and we're just taking some cleaning products so we can clean our rifle nice and good, because black is a hard color to keep clean. Now, I'm using the stabilized stuff, like I said before. I don't actually like the performance-based thing, because what happens is it flattens down the recoil pattern a little bit, which means you get a lot more side-to-side sway that I've found out, and that happens a lot with the, even the 10mm submachine gun. I've found that having that extra side-to-side sway is not good. It's much easier if it's up and down, and people who have played shooters and know how to control the recoil patterns of weapons would probably agree with me on that. And you'll notice that if I'm firing at something, the reticule will sort of jump around a little bit, and it's not good. But regardless of that, we've managed to keep fairly accurate so far. We've taken the first hit of the run there. A little bit, I guess, careless in that one. But I actually think I rate the short scope to be the best, because as a suppressed weapon, you kind of want to be not at super far range, so making this a short scope variant would force me to come a little bit closer, because I still can't snipe stuff from ages away. And plus, I would have gone with a reflex sight, but I can't see that when the stealth cloak is active, so we'll have to, yeah, that's why I got the scoop on it. Also, because it'll look, again, looks good in black. Okay, we're on the inside now, and I'm bloody sick of this place, I'll tell you that much. That rank 99 didn't come from nothing this early on into the season. It's great though, it's liberating, it's very nice. So we'll grab the follow-through bonus against this guy. Probably should have spammed the trigger there. We might have been able to outpace his health regeneration, but things should go well. This thing hitting very, very hard indeed, which I like. And I think the first couple of shots here, if we're quick enough, we can do like more than one with instigating. So I'm going to shoot this guy just in the torso. Wait a minute. And yeah, 151. So we're getting slightly better damage with instigating, but it's over the period of more than one shot. Now, if I was using an automatic variant of this, even with fire rate, you could potentially just have the instigating legendary effect happen throughout the entire kill. But when I get these headshots here, you see that follow-through is actually a lot more strong. It's a lot stronger than what you get out of instigating. So that's interesting. So even after you've blown your instigating effect on your enemy, you can still get a whole lot of damage still with follow-through, which I guess it's not mutually exclusive. It's not exclusive to a instigating variant to do that, but you know, it's nice. You get a stronger first punch, and then the second one up close is nice. Also, the effect would apply to any of the bullet explosive, which I'm not seeing a whole lot of, like, at all. But if you're seeing the double numbers on this, you'll notice that your explosive actually does get activated on the instigating thing as well. But I suppose that a follow-through does it as well too, so, you know. I think the instigating prefix is overshadowed a lot. Oh, it's because I'm aiming way too high. It puts the explosion all the way down. So what I'll do is I'll just hit this guy once. 29, 33. That was obviously due to tenderizer there. All right, I need to do some quick research here. All right, so tenderizer goes away, and we'll come out of stealth. Hit this guy 30. Hit him again 21. There you go. So basically, tenderizer, the small little multiplicative bonus you get out of that, kind of outdoes instigating. And like instigating, like anything on a suppressed handmade will probably go just fine, but instigating is especially disappointing, especially when you think that that dog's still alive. Did you know that? Especially when you realize that it's not double damage. It's nowhere bloody near double damage. Like, there's no 2 times multiplier there at all. So it's a big lie, and they ought to change the description here because it might be misleading some players, and that's not good. Alright, now to activate Ground Pound, alright? Yes, that'll work. So, we'll get some pretty good hipfire accuracy here. Could not see because of that far-flung firework explosion. That perk is the biggest frenemy in the entire loadout here. Most of the time, I don't even want it to be there, but I get it for the extra damage and crowd control. Like, sometimes it's good, but in situations like this, and I could probably, like, turn particles off in the .ini files just to get the particles down so I can see through it, but then the game won't look as good, and I want the game looking nice. I mean, it doesn't look great with the YouTube compression as is anyway, but still. Like, if I uploaded the files as they are on this thing, it'd look unreal, because I'm recording exactly what's on the screen thanks to Shadowplay, but it's not. Nah, YouTube apparently likes to butcher that, but hopefully it still looks good. I've got it all cranked up with Ultra. Bloody textures and ultra everything, actually. So hopefully it looks better than your standard fucking video out there. Maybe any console video out there. Not going to chuck any EMBs on. You notice how that bullet went straight into the counter there? How weird's that? Ah, I've got a Wendigo. Now, I was thinking about utilizing something like that. And also, I just noticed that you could potentially get the Instigating legendary effect on Farflung, maybe? Not really sure about that. The damage from that is okay, I guess. I've seen a couple of hundred before, 200, a little bit over that. So adding another little bit onto that is I guess probably nice. And then it's got the follow through bonus activated already. If it was a sneak explosion, all right, that D is dead then. Where's the other one? Died with it. Oh well. All right, so that was good. We'll move on. As far as Instigating goes at this stage of game, would I recommend using it on a thing like this? I mean, you still get a really good bonus, and if you can maximize the damage per shot on it, like we've kind of done here, it's no slouch. But as soon as you activate something like follow through or tenderizer, you're outdoing what Instigating can do. So it's a prefix that I'd like to say that it's good because I really used to like Instigating, but I just don't think it's got enough real utility to work here. Against everyday, day-to-day trash mobs like this, and even up to big super mutants, it's enough to bloody two-shot kill them, so nothing wrong there, but perhaps if it was still something like the actual double Instigating, you might be able to one-shot them, which I would say, yes, that's great. That's really ammo efficient. That's good. So if you wanted to grind bloody West Tech like I did a billion times, you could do it all in one shot if you were sneaking, which is going to mean your ammo is just going to last bloody forever, which is great. But unfortunately, it's a two-shot kill, and you could probably find something like a bloodied prefix doing around the same if you factor in follow through and tenderizer on the latter shots. So that was a shrug sound, by the way. I know you couldn't see it, but I shrugged real big shrug, because I'm trying to think of a use where this might be better than any other permanent damage thing. I mean, it's better than junkies because aristocrats exist, and why would you ever want to use junkies when you could just grab 30,000 caps for aristocrats, eh? And then just not spend your caps ever. Also, I'm sure everyone has already told you already, but if you've got like one of those vendor things open, people can like basically delete your items. They'll get into your stash, and that's not good. So if you've got a little camp thing, little shop in your camp, I know some of the things might be to buy or sell from another character or another player for your dailies, but it's just better to be safe than sorry. Keep your items. Hello, Mylurk King. Can you bugger off, mate? Oh, so you're not throwing poison on your bloody breath today, are ya? Bastard. And you're still after me, are ya? Not anymore. And that means we can go one-on-one with a Mylurk Queen here. We should be right. Full bloody bar of health. We'll be right. Wait until it stops doing its invincible thing. So yeah, make sure you delete your shops. Like, don't just unplug them. Like, literally delete them, scrap them, get rid of them. Don't lose your precious items because some ne'er-do-well's poking through your bloody stash. I wouldn't do that. Alright, now it's time to fight the Scorched. And unfortunately, I didn't get it on camera, but this guy immediately died by a Scorch punch. There we go. There's a one-shot kill. Highly illegal damaging. Now, with the big boys like the Scorch Beasts, wherever they may be, there you are, mate. We'll snipe at ya. We'll see how we go. The Instigating effect totally bloody wasted here, because we'll get minuscule amounts of damage on that first shot. Not really enough to justify it. Was my crosshair not on him or what? A bit of spread took over there. We'll just hit fire him from here. That does the job. Ooh, good save on your friend there. Nice little post-mortem, little bit of heroics there. And that guy didn't get one-shotted. We'll have full adrenaline. Not really full adrenaline. A little bit more now. That's additive, so it barely does anything. But for the sake of min-maxing and a little bit of consistency, keep it around. I think the second one should have spawned by now. And you'll note that I think I picked something up there. Ah, here we go. We can get a bit of sniper one. Now, if we had a higher magnification scope here, we'd have a much better shot at them. And we'll be able to see them a lot easier. I'm going to take a Scorch Beast from all the way back here. I mean, we're getting half damage because our bonuses aren't really applying here. And plus, we're getting 0 sneak criticals because it is clearly aggroed. And for some reason, that thing managed to screen shake me from all the bloody way back here. Oh, it's fighting a Gutsy. Yeah, no, that's not going to work out for you, pal. We'll take the Gutsy out, so that leaves only one faction, and now we can start getting bonds of damage against these chumps. We'll keep on sniping this one. Don't even know why I'm holding down Alt to steady my scope. It's a big target, I think we'll manage. And we'll keep on sniping, why not? As far as Rifleman's weapon goes, if you've got any, like, automatic weapon, combat rifle, handmade rifle, you tune your build for a rifleman and just slap a semi-auto receiver on. I rate that higher than Gauss rifles and lever guns and obviously hunting rifles, but they're just a glorified pipe gun at this point. Just because the sustained DPS is just so much higher and you can engage targets a lot more quickly. Because think about it like this, I can kill, let's say this ghoul actually died in 2 shots or something. Because he's a big fat ass, he's got a big bar of health. Say any random, like, charred feral ghoul or something. If I kill that guy in 2 shots and then move on to this next one and kill that one in 2 shots, say if a gun fu got activated, it'd take this long. Alright? But with a Gauss rifle, you gotta wait for that thing to charge up before you get full damage. And lever guns, you gotta rechamber, although that's a very quick, I guess, thing here. Here we go. Oh look, 1-shot kill. See, you don't get that kind of speed out of a Gauss rifle, and what if we lose a little bit more ammo, but 5.56s are a dime a dozen. PS4 players use them for bartering chips at one point, and they've got hundreds of thousands of the bastards. I guess that means they're stuck with Bandolier forever, but don't worry, I am too. Except not really, because we're in a world server, and I've got freedom. It's nice, though. Got one more ghoul out here. And also, lever guns only have got a mag capacity of 12, and they reload one at a time, so the mags are a lot quicker there. But I think that's probably the best thing about it, that the fact that it's a good rifleman weapon, I think, is enough to sell me on using it. Would I daily this weapon? No. There are just simply more useful prefixes out there that'll just get damage a lot more reliably, and having damage a target at full health means there's a lot of things that can go wrong there to screw over that tiny little bit of extra damage. So it's just much better off using just about any prefix. But that being said, I've had fun with this thing. It is a good weapon. If you've got one of this, keep using it if you like it. It's good. There's just better options out there. And on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. Got through that one without saying anything edgy.